This quiet ruin once witnessed one of the English Civil War's bloodiest betrayals. Only one man, Colonel Samuel Moore, lived to tell the tale. So what happened at Hopton Castle? Before we get to the castle, let's take a look at where we are. And how do we actually get here? So, by car, it's easily found from Craven Arms or Ludlow. Take the narrow roads to the village of Hopton Castle, and it's clearly signposted near the village. Parking is limited on the site. There's a gravel car park for a couple of cars and a donation box. It's normally quite quiet, but that's not guaranteed. I found that public transport wasn't so good. There's no direct bus service to the castle, but the nearest train station is Hopton Heath, which is a request stop. It's about a mile away from the castle and on the Transport for Wales line that runs from Shrewsbury to Swansea. From here, it's around a 25-minute casual walk along country lanes, or 7 minutes if you're cycling, according to Google Maps. Now, before we take a look at where to eat and drink, and possibly stay, let's take a look at the castle secrets. So here we have it, hidden deep in the Shropshire Hills, Hopton Castle, a place of beauty, silence, and bloodshed. Once the site of a brutal siege in the English Civil War, today it's a peaceful but eerie reminder of our nation's darkest chapters. Hopton Castle begins as a Norman moat and bailey structure in the 12th century. Over time, it evolved into a fortified manor. Although small, it played a strategic role along the Welsh Marches' defence line against the Welsh kingdoms. In 1644, during the English Civil War, 31 Parliamentarians took refuge here. They resisted a siege from around 500 royalists that took over 3 weeks. When they surrendered, nearly all were executed, and only one man lived to tell the tale. That was Colonel Samuel Moore. A massacre still etched in these stones. In 2006, Hopton Castle Preservation Trust stepped in. Thanks to their work, the site was stabilised and made accessible. It reopened in 2011 and stands as a historical site open to respectful visitors. You'll see the original stone keep, remains of the curtain wall and the dry moat. There are no faculties here, just raw history. There are some interpretive panels explaining the siege and show how the castle once looked. Now bring your boots, as Hopton Castle is surrounded by gentle hills and walking paths. You're also close to Clun Castle, which is only about 6.4 miles, that's about a 30-minute drive. And also you've got Offansdyke Path, which can be picked up from Knighton, where you'll also find the Offansdyke Visitor Centre, perfect for the history lovers and ramblers. There's no cafe here, so bring a packed lunch and enjoy a peaceful picnic on the grass, or there are a couple of picnic tables on the grounds. Just behind the castle we have Hopton Woods, which is another perfect place for a picnic. If you're looking for a hot meal out, there are plenty to choose from if travelling by car. Clun, Craven Arms, Lentredine Village and Ludlow Town have a variety of options. And if you came via the Hopton Heath train station, on foot or by bike, there is the Old Barn Cafe and Pizzeria at Ashley Paul's Lodges, just next to the station. Which brings me on to accommodation. Here's just a few I found nearby. There's links below in the description if you want to take a look. There are a couple almost on the doorstep of the castle. The others are nearer the restaurants and pubs and just a short drive away. Hopton Castle may be forgotten by many, but its story demands to be remembered. Like, subscribe and share this video if you're passionate about preserving Britain's untold stories. Drop me a comment below if you have any questions or suggestions. Until next time, keep roaming.